So hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and these are a series of videos I'm creating to document the journey as I become the person who I am. So today was actually a really fucking good day. I'm wondering if I'm sleeping better, which can't be possibly the case because I'm sleeping on an air mattress which has holes in either side of it. So by the morning time, I'm sleeping on the floor, but just with an air mattress cover. But then that kind of felt more comfortable than the air mattress fully inflated. I think that's just because it's like it deflates throughout the day. What was unique about today specifically is like in the morning, like made a bunch of phone calls and actually was able to book a demo on a callback from a double dial, leaving a voicemail. So there is two instances where calling someone twice and leaving a voicemail has turned into a demo being booked. Because before the mentality was, I won't leave a voicemail because I've never been able to book a voicemail, a demo off of a voicemail. So then I might as well just not burn that 30 seconds talking to someone who's not going to ever talk to me, calling the next person. But instead, what I have been essentially saying is going like, do you have the capacity for clients? And do you have any hard minimum asset requirements? And that script seems to be working better than just the general, yep, give me a call back, or like, are you taking on new clients? Which I did before, and then all of the people who called me back thought I was a potential client and then were not pleased to hear or discover that I was in fact a representative of a different company. But so I think the combination of the double dial then makes them curious. Then when they listen to the voicemail and they hear like, do you have clients and do you have any hard net asset requirements? Kind of puts, I think, me into a box, which is like, I don't think just your regular person who's looking for a financial advisor or indexed universal life insurance is going to be saying something like that. So then if the curiosity occurs from the double dial, then they listen to the voicemail. And if the problem that we solve is there, then they will call back, which has happened twice. So that's super cool, fun, and nice. 182 dials total and 3 booked demos. Now, the interesting thing part of today was specifically the fact that between the times of 1 and 2, there was a scheduled quote unquote power hour where the entire sales team got on the same video call and like just started hitting the phones together. Like we're all on mute, but just to kind of create that sort of environment. I fucking was all about it. But then by the end of it, because periodically people would send messages going like, oh, booked a demo, booked a demo, booked a demo. And it's like, yay. But then like I'm super fucking competitive. So at the end of the hour, I hadn't really talked to very many people, like made like easily 50 dials, which was only a consequence of double dialing and not actually talking to anyone. So then I decided to not leave the room until I booked a demo, which I did not do, until I did, which I did do. Why did I say it like that? Doctor Who? Doctor Who or Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss, that's not Doctor Who. Anyways, I didn't, and I fucking pushed through it, just kept dialing. Some people pick up, most people don't. But then the one guy who did gave me a hard objection right from the beginning, because I didn't start with the 30-second opener, because I had been using it a couple times and people on the double dial seemed to hang up more frequently. However, then for a bit I used the given line and had the same sort of experience. So then that gave me confidence that it wasn't necessarily the line. But on this call, like the first thing he was going like, oh, I'm about to go into a meeting. And I go like, are you actively, like I just, instead of listening to him just try to deflect me, I was going like, are you actively taking on new clients? Yes. Okay. Do you have any hard minimum asset requirements? And like getting into it, digging, asked a couple questions, then he asked a bunch of questions back at me and I answered, gave all the answers. And then his next thing was going like, well, how's the best way to showcase this? And I'm like, fucking yes. But then he went going like, okay, well, just send me an invite or an email and we'll book something in like 10 days or something. And like that was, I knew that was a trap if I fell for it, but went into, because it would ultimately result in the demo not being booked. Because like I have his attention right now, let's do it. So then I said going like, oh, do you have your calendar in front of you? And then he did. And so we booked a time and it was just awesome. And then it fucking fired me up. And then I stayed, like, at that point I had like 154 dials to get that one. Stayed on the call. There's another guy still there as well. Like, we talked for a bit, and then still in the room, there's a LinkedIn message that popped up, and then essentially the conversation happened. And it's the same sort. I think that's the best way to get people off of LinkedIn. It's happened successfully twice, where they express somewhat interest. I'm like, here's what we do, and then instead of being like, how's your availability, be like, do you have any hard net worth or asset requirements? Whatever their answer is, then I go like, okay, so let's discuss it further rather than this. And that was success. We were successful in doing so in that way. So that was nice. Cool, fun, sugar and spice. I do say that this morning was more stressful. I don't know why, but in the end, at the end of the day, I'm feeling good. Very happy. And it feels like it's super early because yesterday I made this an hour later, but today that is not the case. So that's all I have to say.